This is it, folks. This is it.
When it gets spooky.
This is where it gets spooky.
Yeah.
And this is where I was dying because I also got to somewhat be privy off the record. We're totally off
It
the
didn't
record
happen.
here. Where it may or may not have happened that I got to see what was going on in the Zoom seance.
It's a seance by Zoom.
Okay, can we just stop for a second? Because that is the best part of this whole thing is we're so progressive, folks. We're no longer sitting in an old graveyard as witches holding hands and warlocks.
Now we're on Zoom.
And she told me one time, she said, if the energy is so bad in a house that sometimes they recommend you take the roof off and let the house air out for about 2 weeks.
So that it can get mold.
Yeah. To reset the energy. Then you put the roof back on.
Did you get a quote?
And I'm like, they clearly did not live in Texas.
Welcome to the house next door
with Barbara Gillio,
and Anthony Harris.
where real estate meets reality.
Today's episode is spooky clients.
Mm.
Ooh, and boy, do we have a few spooky clients.
Should we start off with just what's going on with us?
Let's do a quick update because it's been a minute since we chatted. So you're going to Houston.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
We're going to Benson Boone.
Don't know who that is. I'm not cool.
He I think he was on American Idol, and he's known for doing the backflips off the piano when he sings.
Okay.
And so he's a fairly new artist. So and he's probably at his height of his career right now. We're going to go see him in Houston. So that'll be exciting. And then we have ACL coming up.
Yeah.
That's
ACL.
the second week of October.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
You're going to ACL?
I am.
You're brave.
It's exhausting.
I can't do outdoor festivals. I feel like this is my White Lotus moment where I just can't do that anymore. So I can't do outdoor
It takes
festivals.
a lot.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to ACL?
Yes, once.
Yeah.
And it was about nearly 20 years ago.
Wow. You should go now. It's totally different.
I can't do porta potties.
Wow.
And
That's all they got.
I can't do hot, dusty. I can't do wind.
And I don't know if this was an issue when you went, but now that there's so many people,
That's
the next day you just your snot has dirt in it, and it just comes black stuff comes out.
oh god, no. And I really don't like a lot of people.
Yeah.
I love people. I don't like crowds.
Yes.
I
feel like the older I get, the more it becomes a thing.
Well, good for you for going.
Did you go 1 day or 3 days or?
I went 2 days.
2.
First day I went, and it was okay. Second day I had an anxiety attack and went and got pasta. And then after that I was like, no more outdoor festivals for me. And then Craig drugged me 2 years ago to see Ryan Bingham. It's this kind of country folk singer, and it was in Green, Texas, or New Braunfels actually more. And it was July. It was July. An outdoor concert in July. It was horrible. And then I told him after that. And porta potties. Porta potties, July in Texas, outdoor concert.
And it smells bad.
It was awful. I had an anxiety attack there. And I was like, we have to go.
You cut it off.
No. And I said, no more. I can do quiet jazz clubs with a nice cold
Air conditioning.
martini.
Air conditioning.
And air conditioning and indoor plumbing.
Yes.
That is my speed. That's my life. Okay, let's get to our spooky clients.
Yes.
So do you want to... Your spooky client is by far my favorite story of all times. I was dying when I heard your story. I told my whole family about your story.
Oh, God.
So I feel you have to share this story. You guys, this is an insane story. Okay.
So.
Not to tee you up. No pressure there or anything.
I'm going to let them all down.
I don't remember.
So do you want me to go first?
Yes, I do, because I just love your story so much.
So I have this beloved client. I met her at an open house with one of my listings. So I met her there. She went to a couple open houses that day. That was their first time out. She texted me and she was like, hey, I want you to be I want you to be my realtor. We really like that house. I'm allergic to mold. And highly allergic to mold. I've had to move out of my house because it had mold in it and all that.
So she starts to kind of peel back the layers of, okay, I'm not just looking for a home, but I have specific issues.
The first weekend we go look at houses. My house was not for her, But we went.
Because it had moles.
We don't say that M word.
No. Bio growth.
Yeah, some discoloration. And so, no, it didn't. So we went and looked at this 80s house. They loved it. So they put an offer in on it. We got a mold test. It came back horrendous. Come to find out, there was an old Coke bottle in the air conditioning unit that caused all of this mildew.
Fascinating.
Yeah, and it was from probably the 90s or something. And the sellers obviously didn't know about it, but they were trying to make it work for her. And we never got to that point. But so fast forward a couple weeks, couple months.
Couple of years.
Felt like it. So
this is why clients get spooky.
Yeah.
No.
So as we progressed, then layers started peeling off more and more.
Yeah.
You know, the mold was a big thing. So I said, well, we really need to look at new homes because we're in Central Texas. The humidity's high. We can't be looking at homes that were rentals because people just don't take care of them like their own home. So how it goes is we look at over 100 homes.
100 homes in the course of a year or
3 months?
100 home in 3 months.
Yes. We're probably touring an average of 10 homes a week. And
holy cow.
And so
I did not know that part.
It was exhausting. And so she just got to a point of giving up, essentially. She's like, I'm not going to find a home. I don't know what to do. And I said, we're almost to the finish line. We need to figure out what you like, what you don't like. And as this was going on, she got pickier and her budget got bigger.
Well, at least that happened. That's
but she
good.
got pickier. So if it was a 2-story, the primary bedroom could not be on the second story. And by the way, it's really hard to find a house like that. It needed to be around 2,000 square feet. They didn't want carpet because carpet has mold. They needed money to do filtration systems and all this. So
that's a laundry list.
Yes, the list goes on. So we go.
Sorry, segue. Is my mic on? It is.
No. Oh, yeah, it is. Your light's just not on.
I'm going to turn on my pretty little mic light.
I think
Sorry. Okay, I have to have my mic light on because I'm a princess. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
we
Go
know.
back.
So she gets to a point where she's like, something's in the way of me and finding a house. So we need to figure out what that is.
You're like, yes, we do need to figure out
I
what
know
that
what
is.
it is.
Because you need to have other clients.
Yes. And so it got to a point where I told her, I was like, I only can do 6 showings a week over the course of one day. And they need, I put her on because it was taken away from my other clients. So,
I had to set some boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then she tells me that she's going to a seance.
This is it, folks. This is
when it gets spooky.
This is where it gets spooky. And this is where I was dying because I also got to somewhat be privy off the record. We're totally off
It
the
didn't
record
happen.
here. Where it may or may not have happened that I got to see what was going on in the Zoom seance. Okay, anyway, go on.
So I've never been part of a seance. Have you?
No, I can't say that's happened yet, but I'm not writing it off.
So my client asked me if I wanted to attend, and my instinct was no, I don't. But then the curious side of me was, I do.
What if the ghost goes in you? Right?
Maybe
That's
I'm the
my
reason.
fear. That's my fear. Anyway, go on.
So I go on this. Oh, it's a seance by Zoom.
Okay, can we just stop for a second? Because that is the best part of this whole thing is we're so progressive, folks. We're no longer sitting in an old graveyard as witches holding hands and warlocks.
Now we're on Zoom.
With globes.
Now we're on Zoom.
Now we're on Zoom.
Welcome to
doing a seance.
2025.
Yeah, welcome to 2025. We are in a
Pre
Zoom,
or post COVID.
Zoom sale.
So there's about 7 to 10 people on this Zoom call.
And perhaps maybe a sneaky, sly person like me, just getting a few screenshots here and there. Okay, sorry. Go on.
So this is all new to me. Never been part of this scene.
No, I can't say many maybe have. Carry on.
So I'm on this call, and so they're explaining what's happening. So apparently she found this lady from a meetup. She's out of California, and these 10 people are from across the U.S. And I don't know exactly, it's called something, but it's to find out what in your past, through your familiar past, has created a block.
Oh, like your family?
Yeah.
Like you have a family spirit
person.
that is blocking you.
Yes.
Okay.
So, do the seance. I am a onlooker or something. A witness. They call me a witness.
You're a witness.
Yeah. And so they, well, first of all, one of the ladies in the Zoom call, her profile picture had a weed leaf on her head.
I saw that.
So let's set the scene.
Yeah. So the lead seancer.
No, I don't think she was the lead.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
but she was one of them, and she had a big pot leaf on her head.
Yes, and we had a
Why?
5-minute conversation about this.
Okay, so there was some spiritual significance to the pot leaf.
Maybe because she was talking about how it makes her sleep better when it's on her head. So
There's just too much that I could do right with that, so I'm just gonna leave that be. That's just too much for me. Like my mind is on over. Like there's so much material right there. Okay, go on. I just can't. Okay, go.
you should have been there. I should have brought the computer over and let
I
you be
should
part of. You probably would have got some spirit in you, but
I probably.
that's fine. Where's the sage? Do you have sage around
I do, right here.
Oh.
I actually
You do.
I do have sage.
You
on my-
honestly do.
I do have sage on my bookshelf.
So we are in this Zoom, and the lead seance person says that so she explains what's happening. So I'm a witness, and she assigns roles to everybody. So you have role 1 through 6. So then she makes them talk to each other and engage with each other to see how they feel, how they communicate, how each person is in that situation. And so then at the very end of it, she assigns those people the roles people. So that's your mother, that's your dad.
Okay, so
Those represent
those
somebody in her
represent
life.
people. Okay, so like this person is now representing your relative that has passed, that is perhaps maybe your mom or your dad. Okay, got
And
it.
we don't know that until the very end because it's how they engage with each other.
The spirits engage with the other people.
Yes.
Okay.
And so there comes to a part where, like, in one of the communication or one of the exchanges of conversation, a girl, like, gets very,
Animated?
yeah, where she's rocking back and forth.
Okay, so I
and-
did see that.
Yeah, I don't know. What would you call that?
Well, I have a lot
Possessed?
of words that I could call that.
You might need to edit
Am
that.
I being nice? It was hilarious. So Anthony sends me this screenshot of this woman just like rah, like she's just rocking back and
going-
forth, and I
Yeah.
was like, "What?"
You had to have been there.
And this is when I had just first started to get to know Anthony, and I'm like,
She's like, what, psycho?
I'm like, he's got the word. I told my husband, I'm like, he has crazier things than I have. And Craig's like, no. And I'm like, no, look at this. He's like, oh shit, he does. I'm sorry.
So
but I
I
had
get
to.
the award for that.
Yeah.
So we end the seance. I don't remember what the outcome was. But we did find her a house eventually.
Did you find out who was blocking her?
I don't remember.
Or was it just a lot of hullabaloo, rocking and chatting and pot leaves on your head?
I honestly don't remember.
I'm sure you blocked. But the things we get to be privy to as realtors, we get to be privy to Zoom seances that will help unblock our clients so we are not showing them 100 homes in
But we
3
still
months.
do.
But you still do.
Yeah.
But
She did buy a house. She bought a brand new home.
Yeah.
They offered a bonus on it, which was great.
That's
So I
wonderful.
got compensated. It helped. I probably was still in the hole. I did the math of how much I made. I think it came out to like $50-something a showing.
People always think we make so much
And that
money.
doesn't count the offers
Negotiation.
I wrote.
Yeah.
The comps I ran. The inspections that we did.
The seance?
The seance that took an hour out of my night. Probably 2.
I think it took more than an hour. I think it took a couple hours off your life.
And probably have some spirit in me now. That's my spooky client.
That is such a spooky client.
And I don't know if it's her because I like her.
She's
super sweet.
She had a spooky situation.
And they love their new home. They
great.
they got a freaking good deal.
See, that's great.
We negotiated 25% off list price on a brand new home.
That's amazing.
So
well, good for you. You found her home.
now that I took over half the podcast.
No, you didn't. This was so hard. So I had a spooky client, and again, wonderful person. Love her to pieces. It's not that she is spooky. It's just it's kind of like the seance, but not.
The situation.
So she's a feng shui specialist, and she was like one step away from being certified feng shui.
And see, when you
Fascinating.
told me about feng shui, I didn't know what it was.
Oh, yeah. It's all about the energy in the house and how certain furniture is placed, but it goes beyond that. It's just how the house is built and the energy within the house and the land outside the house and how the land is affected. If you move the land to make a pool or something and you bring that dirt up to the house, you can bring disease and negative energy into the house. So it's placement on the land, it's all kinds of things that come into play. And similar to your client, when you have a client that has a lot of these restrictions, it takes a while to find a house.
Hmm.
Every time I went out with her, I learned something new. It
That's
was
how
fascinating.
mine was too.
Right.
Mhm.
You learn something new. And she would do a chart. I mean, she studied abroad for this. I had seen people who understood feng shui and it was more of a design element. She was very much into the science of feng shui. And there were certain houses that were eliminated just by the angle of the door. Just if the house had ground that sloped down towards the door, if it was at the end of a cul-de-sac, all of those were eliminated for different reasons. And she did say you can fix a lot of what is wrong with a feng shui house. There's a lot of things you can combat that energy and make it positive, but it's really difficult for certain things. Certain things, it's just like there's too many. And so every house we would look at, she would do a chart. And I would always say, okay, we're not going to talk about the chart in the house because we might be on camera.
Yes. And then you have to get in an argument with an agent.
Yeah. And I can't tell the feedback. I did give a couple agents feedback because I'm like, well, the house didn't work. And they're like, well, can you get into specifics? And I'm like, well,
It puts us in a hard place.
well, I said it. I said, she's a feng shui specialist. And if you stand, whoever is going to be in the living room is going to be prone to hand and foot diseases. Literally gave him that feedback. And he's like, the what you said? And I said, I'm telling you, she ran the chart. And if you spend too much time in that particular part of the house.
And then his next thing is, my client has a hand and foot disease.
And so, and that's the crazy things that we would learn. Like there was this one house that had, and I hope I'm saying this right. I think it was cherry blossoms or apple blossoms. And it wasn't apple blossoms. I think it was like it's some kind of blossom. And there was a lot of these in the house, like 4, and it's a small house. And she said it's extremely rare to even have one in a house because what it is if you're a single person, it's a very good thing. It means that you're attractive to other people, your personality is engaging, and you're drawing a lot of people to you. People want to be with you.
So was it inside the house or
Yes.
outside?
It's inside the house in 4
Okay.
different places, which she said
Like
was
real plants or pictures or
just in locations
like
in the chart.
pictures or oh.
No, it's just like like not pictures, not anything you could move. It's energy within the house, how the quadrants were split up.
Okay.
And so it's a married couple. And she said it's not good for married people. It means there's a divorce. There's somebody is cheating on somebody, is what she
Ooh.
said.
That's
And I said, okay, again, not saying any of this in the house because we have cameras. And then so she still always did. And so we went into what was the child's bedroom. And she said, in this room, this isn't a good room because whoever sleeps in this room is prone to nightmares and possessions.
oh.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then she said, the other room is hauntings.
Oh.
And I
that's
was
not
like,
a good house.
That's not a good house. Right. I mean, if you believe this stuff. And then,
how do you convey this to the client or to the agent?
and then I didn't, they were multiple offers, so they were fine.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So, and then we're out front and she's going over the chart with me and telling me about the apple blossoms. And then I think it was another agent that was driving up and waiting to show. And she goes, oh my gosh, that's him. That's probably the husband who's been cheating on her. And that's why they have to get rid of this house because of all those blossoms. And he's the cheating one. And I'm like, oh, what? We do
Now
not
we're
know
accusing
that.
people.
We do not know that. It could be her or it could be nobody. But it was hilarious because she was just like, no.
She had her mindset.
She's like, it's him with all those blossoms in the house. It's him. We went through so many houses. There was one that I really liked, and I was thinking about for a investment property because it didn't work for her. She had already gone through it. But then we were in one of I think it was the dining room, and she said, now this room if you spend too much time in here, you're going to be prone to suicide and money issues. And I'm like, oh, well, golly, now I can't buy this as an investment property and put my kids in here. And then
So is it going to be money issues or money blessings?
money, bad. It was bad.
Oh, okay.
Bad money issues. And then it was, what else did she do? There was another one where the hand and the foot mouth disease thing that came up a lot in rooms.
Interesting.
Where certain rooms you would have mouth diseases or foot diseases.
I feel like those
a
aren't
lot of
common.
hauntings. And she told me one time, she said, if the energy is so bad in a house that sometimes they recommend you take the roof off and let the house air out for about 2 weeks.
So that it can get mold.
Yeah. To reset the energy. Then you put the roof back on.
Did you get a quote?
And I'm like, they clearly did not live in Texas. And she did get to a point where she's like, I wish I didn't know all of this because it's making it really hard to just get a house. And we did. We got a house. It took about 2 years.
How many houses did you show her?
Gosh, I don't know. She really wasn't that. It was a lot for us to get to a house because she would eliminate it through the process of
The
feng
crazy
shui
thing
and the
is my
charting.
client would too.
Yeah.
And we still saw over 100.
Yeah, she was pretty good about going out to ones that
Might be.
that might be the ones where we had those issues, but she's like, I still love the floor plan enough in the area where I could probably work around them. She was a fascinating client to work with.
Does she still live in the house?
Yeah, so we found a house. It wasn't perfect feng shui wise, but it was things that she could deal with, and she ended up remodeling it and doing all this great stuff. And she's great. She taught me so much about just crazy stuff. So sometimes when I'm in a house, I have texted her before and I'm like, okay, when I was looking for houses for myself, I'm like, I'm going to send you this house. Tell me what you think. Can you run a chart on it?
Did you send her this one?
No, because I loved it too much and I didn't want to know. Like there's some things where I
wanna
didn't
talk
want to
to
know.
her.
But my old house, I felt like my old house had weird energy in it.
Did you send it to her?
I told her about it and I didn't send it to her again because I just didn't want to know.
You should do it now. Now that you're not.
Now that I'm not there.
Yeah.
But she said being at that end of that cul-de-sac was kind of a thing.
Bad.
But she said it was easy to fix. It's like a super easy fix.
Well, and then you had a pool too.
Yeah. And maybe moving the dirt in the pool changed some stuff. I'm not saying anything was haunted or anything like that. My house was beautiful.
Just I would hear the slamming doors at night. No big deal.
No, my home was beautiful and wonderful. I just felt like my life while I lived there was like this heaviness in my life there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I moved away, I no longer felt that heaviness. So that could have been nothing. We had some interesting, spooky clients.
Yeah.
You know, both kind of in the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
With feng shui and a seance.
And I don't even know. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if we get, I feel like I could get another feng shui client
Mhm.
for sure.
I can get another. So
But are you going to get another seance? I mean, do you really think? I mean, if you do,
will I attend the seance?
if you do, I'm coming. Okay.
It better be in person.
Yeah.
So I want to be in person. Well, I don't know if I do.
No, I don't think we do either.
Yeah.
We're such babies. We would get there and then we'd start screaming and running away.
We'd be like the girl.
I said, May! No, it's not. I just
Have a panic attack. So that's our spooky
That's
clients.
our spooky client episode.
Just a sample of them.
Just a sample. We've
Yeah.
got 2 more spooky episodes coming up.
So what are the next spooky episodes?
So, spooky houses and spooky showings, and then spooky nightmare transactions,
Ooh.
which, you know, we
I
have a
just had
treasure trove of those.
I just had one, but we'll
You did.
save it for that episode.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
thank you for joining us and enjoy your October.
A spooktacular October.
October.
Until next week, we'll see y'all.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Yes, so please like, subscribe, comment,
Share,
follow.
whatever it might be.
Until next time.